Now you're an You got that? You're an is what you are.
Your reputation at this point is poor because of what you've done here and after. Your lies are well documented, and these convictions are serious. I'm convinced you would do it all over again if you could. You're as defiant as a defendant as this court has ever seen. You don't have those histories of drug and alcohol abuse. There's no lifetime of trauma, not even close to the type of mitigating circumstances I would see from many folks who sit in that chair. No, to the contrary, Ms. Peters, you are a privileged person. You are as privileged as they come. There are many things in my mind that are crystal clear about this case. You are no hero, you abused your position, and you're a charlatan who used and is still using your prior position in office to peddle a snake oil that's been proven to be junk time and time again. In your world, it's all about you. You abdicated your position as a servant to the Constitution, and you chose you over all else. And you cannot help but lie, as easy it is for you to breathe.
So if you're wondering who he is talking to, that is none other than Tina Peters, man. She is a former Colorado County clerk. She is 68 years old, and she has just been sentenced to 9 years in prison. What could she have possibly done to deserve that? Well, she let a man manipulate her into thinking that the election in 2020, the machines there were manipulated in order for Biden to win the election. Well, as you can hear the judge says, that's a bunch of baloney. It's been proven time and time again that there is no evidence to prove such a thing has happened. He was able to talk her into getting illegal access into the county's election system. Crazy federal offense. As you can see here, the judge did not play no games. He did not care what her record was. Almost 9 years. I think together it was like 8 years and some change, like 8 years and like 8 months or something, 9 months. Crazy. But who is Mike Lindell? Or is it Lindell? Mike Lindell, however you want to say his name. You think you don't know him, and I thought I didn't know him until I looked him up. He's the pillow guy. We've all seen the pillow guy. If you haven't, take a look.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good. Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0.
That is the guy that convinced her that the machines were manipulated to win the 2020 election, and then she gave access to those systems to him. And if you're asking, well, what happened to him? Don't even trip out, because he is under investigation as well. He is also not as nice as you think he is.
Non-responsive.
No, but it's disgusting when you sit here. I'm branded as now election, not My Pillow guy. It's the opposite.
Mike, we just got to slow it down.
I know, but it just pisses me off.
I understand.
Do people know you as the My Pillow guy, blah, blah, blah? I just gave my answer. No, they know me over here as this guy that's trying to save our country. When you say lumpy pillows, now you're an You got that? You're an is what you are.
Mike,
no,
sorry.
he's an ambulance chasing That's what you are. Lumpy pillows, kiss my Put that in your book.
So his last name is Lindell. But I mean, if you attack his name and his ego and his brand, oh man, he would lose it. But that is him, and you would think, he would come on his aid. By the way, that's him being questioned about, the 2020 election and everything, his role and everything that happened. And he's just unhinged. But if you ask him how this came about, this is his answer. Mike Lindell says Tina Peters misconstrued his ties. He is flat out saying, hey, yo, I didn't say that. I have nothing to do with it. She did all of this on her own, which is crazy, because if she did this all on her own, why would you be standing right next to her right now? Matter of fact, why would you even be paying for her defense attorneys if you had nothing to do with it? Let me show you what I mean.
Help me welcome Tina Peters.
Support comes in many forms. On the steps of the state capitol, there were signs and cheers for Republican Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters. She faces felony charges accused of tampering with her county's election equipment. She also has to answer to an ethics complaint accusing her of accepting more money in gifts for her legal defense than an elected leader is allowed by the state constitution.
Marshall Zellinger from 9 News. I'm just curious about the ethics complaint and your legal defense fund. Do you know how much was in the fund before the website was taken down?
You just get right to the I'm here for that was something set up by my past attorneys, so I don't have any knowledge.
Support for Peters comes in the form of the pillow guy.
Mr. Lindell, how much have you raised for Tina Peters' legal defense fund?
I just put all the money in myself.
How much is that?
I don't know. I probably put in 3, 4, 5, maybe $800,000 of my own money.
Unless you're a close friend or family member of an elected leader, you're limited in how much you can gift.
You can only give someone a gift of $65 per calendar year.
And if Peters receives more than she's allowed, she could be fined twice the amount. So if Lindell really gave her $800,000 to pay for her legal defense, the fine could be expensive.
That's $1.6 million.
I'll give rides from people all over the country. I had never met Tina Peters. That's what the plane ride you're talking about. She came to the cyber symposium with a group from Colorado. I picked people up. I invited all 50 states. All 50 states were represented. There's your answer. Another stupid question by a stupid journalist.
But here's why it's not a stupid question.
If you had just met her, you weren't a close friend of hers.
I just met her that day.
Then you broke the
Another
law.
dumb question.
If he said he had just met her and they had no prior relationship, it's very hard to argue that he was a personal friend.
And it gets worse. I mean, there was plenty of videos that I found with him, backpedaling or saying the wrong things. He really should listen to his legal team, because if you look at different videos, he says different things different times. But the focus of the video is that is the guy who convinced her that that the machines were manipulated and that the election was stolen. I mean, there's no way that I could have looked at the pillow guy and thought, you know what? Hey, I should listen to him. He's a politician. I should listen to him. All right. Now, there is pictures floating around of him and Trump and things like that. And there are various videos of how these two connect. I'm not going to get into all of that because I don't talk about things that necessarily doesn't have proof to it. If I can't read it, if I can't show you a video, I won't show it. But in her sentencing, she doubled down. I mean, she doubled down, and let's look at a small clip of something she said.
But I'm not a criminal, and I don't deserve to go into a prison where other people have committed heinous crimes. The only crime that I did, and some people have said I'm not remorseful. Yes, I'm remorseful. Yes, sir, I really am. I never expected just doing an image which was completely legal before and after the trusted build would have landed me here. I thought it was going to come out quietly. I could look and see, okay, is there any proof? Is there anything here? I could talk to the constituents and say, listen, we've done an investigation. Everything is good. This is the gold standard, which I believed before. I've never done anything with malice to break the law. I wanted to serve the people in Mesa County. And I'll just tell you this. With my other attorneys, there was an attorney getting me ready for trial, and he was trying to be the prosecutor, play that role to toughen me up. And he said to me, he kept trying to provoke me. And he says, Tina, I can't, and that's why I should have testified, probably. But he said, Tina, I can't get to you. And I said, I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you how you can get to me. Talk about the citizens of Mesa County. Talk about the people that you served. I said, that's what'll do it. And as I'm telling him, I'm starting to cry. I really do love these people. And whether they recognize it or not, I did my best to serve this county.
And as you can see here, she still found a way to, state her case, even though she kind of admitted to it in her, her final statements. She even just said, I thought I was doing right by the people. I was doing my own investigation. Even in her apology, she admitted to it, but then still said she did not break the law. Crazy. I don't think she thought she was going to go to jail for this. I just honestly don't. For some reason, these people, and when I mean people, these people, I mean like the people who keep thinking that the 2020 election was stolen, they all have the same complexity. And I keep saying that because if you listen to her talk, it's all about her, all about her. Even when they're like, how do you get to me? Oh, you talk about the people. She will always try to big herself up. But she found out the hard way. You cannot commit a federal crime in today's age and not pay for it. So there you have it. 68 years old, 9 years in prison. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think she deserved it? Do you still think 2020 election was stolen? And what proof do you have? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next video.